Hey, what up everybody? Hope you can hear me. This is Saturday night. We're in downtown Denver tonight. This is South Broadway. About 91 degrees, almost 9 o'clock. Tiny bit of sun left, maybe like 4 minutes of sun left. I've been in downtown Denver pretty much all day. There was an e-bike meetup down here. And my little cousin had a pop-up booth. And so I've been out in the sun most of the day. It's been a long day. It's been a good day though. I want to show you this business over here. There's a little weed shop called Reefer Madness. Oh yeah, it's right here. $21 and over recreational pot. You can do recreational DMT here, recreational mescaline, which is mushrooms, anything weed related. What up everybody? Happy Saturday night. Thank you to everybody that hung out with me for 4.5 minutes last weekend. I tried to stream from this hot air balloon festival, didn't go so well. I don't know if it was just the area or if there was just too many people to film, but it didn't work out. But thank you to the people that were there for the 4 minutes of hot air ballooning last weekend. I got everything so dusty and dirty from that. Kind of wasn't worth it, but it's okay. This is the part of Denver that I was in earlier. This e-bike meetup was at Rosedale Park, which is kind of close to Inglewood here in the city of Denver. What up, Ed Storm? What up, Ryder McBride? I saw Ryder today at the e-bike thing. What up, Ryder? This is the part of town too. This is over in the Rosedale area. We're gonna go hang out downtown for a little bit. Super nice outside, so I'm thinking that there'll be people out. Julie Cohen, what up? Ace Boogie, what up? Look at Frank Azar doing the 6'7" up here. Bro. Really? I don't know. Am I cool now? My grandchild said no. He's a little late on the 6'7". Or maybe it's never too late, I don't know. This looks like a little alien head shop right here. This part of Broadway has good graffiti. I'll try to find some for you. Welcome everybody. ScanFan Ed is in here. Kefner's in here. What up? Ryder McBride had a little pop-up at that e-bike meetup earlier. He was repping his clothing line out there. It was super cool. There were a lot of kids. I thought maybe like 50 kids would show up. It was like 300, maybe 350. Maybe it was like 150. I don't know. And then I was down here last Tuesday night. No, last Sunday night. So almost a week ago. There was a British performer. His name's Max Cooper. He was performing here in Denver. A friend of mine got me a ticket. It was such an unbelievable show. I have a couple videos that I'll show you a little bit later on when we park, but he had kind of a dual projector type show. And picture like a projector projecting behind the DJ. So you have that projector, and then he had like this fleece really thin fishing net, like a see-through fishing net in front of him, and then he was projecting on top of that too, and they were both kind of working in sync with each other. So you could see all the projecting going on behind him, and then in front of him there was this like almost like cheesecloth. It was like you could see through it, but all of these cool like stuff that would interact going this way, and then behind him it would be going the other way. It was so cool. It was like things floating through the air, and then it would break up and turn into flowers, and it was insane. If anybody's ever heard of that artist, Max Cooper, if you're into that stuff, go check him out if he's in your area. Hey, thank you, Mike Brosnan. What up? Member for 23 months, bro. Yes, thank you. Mike, what up, man? Thank you. I'm glad that we got just like maybe 5 minutes of this sunset. It was a nice one tonight. There were, I want to say, 4 or 5 different nights leading up to tonight of different e-bike events. And I'm thinking, like, when I would cover those events in LA, it was easily 2,500 kids, sometimes up to like 3,000, 4,000 kids. I think the other day, actually it was yesterday, on Broadway, the street that we're on right now, there were 1,000 e-bike kids going down Broadway. For Denver, those are pretty big numbers. I haven't been here quite 2 years. When I first got here, my e-bike was like a unicorn. Everybody was stopping me, asking me about it. Now it's like, oh yeah, my kid has 2. You want one? He's selling his broken one. I was probably in the top 10 oldest people at this e-bike thing. Actually, I know I was. I only saw maybe 3 or 4 dudes that would even come close to my age. I was talking to one of the dads. I was like, when I was growing up, nobody that I knew even had a possession that was over maybe $200. Like, somebody had a Nintendo and that was like the most expensive thing. Somebody else might have like a Huffy bike or a Mongoose bike that was like $300. If we would have asked our parents for a $5,000 e-bike, they would have like choked, hyperventilating, laughing. Like, now kids are riding around these e-bikes that are between $3,800 and $6,000, and I'm seeing them everywhere. And I know these kids weren't good. Like, it's not like they were that well behaved that they deserved that. And I just can't, how are parents just throwing down, oh, you need a $6,000 electric motorcycle? Okay, you better wear your helmet. You better wear your $1,000 carbon fiber helmet. I mean, to the kids' credit, a lot of helmets. Hey, Waves is in here. What up, bro? Waves of the World, 32 months. What up, man? I might be seeing you soon. I have a couple trips planned in the next month. I think I'm going to be in Vegas, at least for a little bit. I know I'm going to be in California for a little bit. I also just booked an international trip. Stay tuned to find out where that is. Before the end of the year, Linda and I will both be international traveling. Stay tuned. We still have a lot going on between now and Halloween. Oh, and we've been seeing a ton of movies. If you missed the week before last, I was telling everybody that we wanted to see a movie in the theaters. Linda looked it up, and it was as much to get a monthly movie pass as it was to see one movie. So each of us got the monthly movie pass. I want to say we've seen 7 movies since we got the pass. We saw Obsession twice. We saw Backrooms twice. There was a special edition Backrooms called Everything Must Go. We saw that one. It was like a little extended version. We saw Disclosure Day. What else did we see? We saw the new Evil Dead. And Linda was threatening to not go with me to Evil Dead because the trailer looked pretty spooky. But she hung tight through Evil Dead. She made it through the whole thing. A lot of popcorn eating. She said she was just going to look down if she got too scared. I didn't see her doing that. But Evil Dead, amazing movie. I would love to see it again in theaters. If you like gory horror, go see that, especially in the theaters. KD is in here. KD, what up? Orion is in here. What up, bro? Tony Woods. Hi, Jeremy. Happy Saturday Night Live. Cheers to everyone. What up, Tony? Waves of the World. I'm here. I'm driving, so I miss any chats. Sorry. Aloha. Hey, that's all right. We're running parallel right now to Broadway. But I'm going to flip it around here in a second. We'll do a little scoop on Broadway. I used to go to Vegas a lot. When I lived in LA, it was like 3 hours and 10 minutes to Vegas. Living in Orange County, it was probably like 3:30 or a 45-minute flight with a 45-minute check-in time before that. I think Linda and I both miss being close to John Wayne Airport. That Orange County Airport was so clutch. Like, they would have such cheap flights to Vegas. They'd have nonstop to Denver. Ed Storm, thank you, bro. Much love from the LA Grind fam. Hey, thank you, man. I'll stop up here and show you a couple pictures from this event I was at earlier. The LA Grind fam would have approved. Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you, bro. 415th in your area. Jeremy Reed, where is Pioneer Chicken at in Los Angeles? It's on 6th Street and... well, if you're on the 6th Street Bridge going away from downtown LA, it's like 2 stoplights past the end of 6th Street Bridge. So if you're driving away from the city and you just passed over 6th Street Bridge, 2 more stoplights east. I can't think of what actual street that is right now, but I know it's 2 blocks east of 6th Street Bridge. Well, that actually sounds really good. They have a lot of little chicken places here that I've been trying. I'm always trying to support any like smaller ones. Soto and 6, thank you so much. Francisco Collin, that's it. Oh yeah, Pioneer Kitty. That's where Pioneer Kitty gets all of its mail. Soto and 6th. As Soto, when I used to come in from Orange County, I would take that Soto exit and then kind of get everything ready in that Pioneer Chicken parking lot. And that's when I became friends with Pioneer Kitty. I was having some chicken. Like, I wonder how much chicken that cat has eaten. Because it was, you know, it hangs out in that parking lot. Think about all of the chicken that it Heathcliffs out of that dumpster on the reg. And then it's asking me, like, oh, I'm so hungry. And the only thing right there is chicken. Whoa. But that was also back in the day when we had a doggy kit and a kitty kit. So we had dog food every night in the car. We had cat food every night in the car. We had like a little paper cup thing for water. And after we did that, more and more of these like dogs and cats started showing up. I think that made us a magnet for that. Mr. Donuts Kids General Delivery. My cat. So the thing that saved my cat was we moved to a place that has 3 different sets of stairs, from the bottom to the middle level and from the middle level to the top level. So Linda, the kitty, and I are just always running steps. kind of perfect for us because we all needed a little bit more motion. But especially the cat. Like if we give him any treats, we make him like really go through American Gladiator obstacle course and earn the treat. He knows he's gonna have to like really put in the work for the treat. So if he's in the mood for that, he'll do it. The Tuxedo Cat near Skid Row. Also a fan favorite here. Yeah, so we named that little guy Felix. Look at this. Look at this dude right here. Ragtop Beetle. White ragtop. Super clean. Oh, and his toupee blew off somewhere on the ride. Oh, and then here's a super old dude on an e-bike. Dude looks like Gallagher, the late great. Oh, Bug Homie is in front of me right now. So this was a very popular car in my high school parking lot. And people would put like a big Stinger exhaust on it that looked like a stinger on a bee. And that Stinger would stick out a lot. This dude's just got the OG like double piping going on. Hold on. I like his color. It's like a blue purple. A blurple. Oh, and no seatbelts. I love it. No seatbelts, probably cigarette, no filter. Is real living right there. Hey, thank you very much. Waves, thank you. I'll call you this week about your trip. Hey, good idea, bro. Thank you very much, bro. Look at this dude. Oh, here's a bike for rent right here. Very nice.
Thank you, Butters.
That dude. That dude was talking to somebody else, and I said, I like your car. And he's like, thank you. And they just kept talking. I would really love to do like some hotel reviews down here. Call the people up, be like, look, I'm a local. I just want to spend the night in your hotel, do a little review. I wonder how many people would let me stay in a room. Like, wouldn't you think they would give me a better than average room if they knew I was going to be doing a review? Like, they wouldn't give me the chalk outline murder room. Or would they? Super dark down here. Like it's like these trees are covering where the streetlights should be. Denver's Pomsey. What is this, Beck? I maybe saw Pomsey, the dude that does Hotel Vegas reviews. I think I saw him around 2022, and I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. And then as I was watching him, I was like, I bet he hates this shit. That's the monkey's paw. You can't really like get into something that you really like because you won't like it at the end. Once you turn it into a profession, like you're not gonna be wanting to do it in your spare time, let's say. Look at this girl just koalaing on the dude. These are not set up for two people. Pretty much everywhere it's illegal to ride two people on a rental bike like that. I see it everywhere. It's rare that there's not two people. Actually, when I see somebody just by themselves, I think it looks lonely. Oh, do you know what I just came up with? An invention that somehow allows another seat for the rental bike. You screw it on. Well, it's got to attach pretty firmly if you're sitting on it. It's got to be something more substantial than just a basket that you sit in on the front. If there's a parking spot up here, then I'll pull over and I'll show you a couple videos. In South America, that's how thugs ride dirty. Joey Ray, speakeasy in that tower you passed is a must-see. Oh, the speakeasy in that tower? I want to check it out. Look at this dude's bike. Like a raspberry purple bike. Jeremy, I'm going to make a camel bike. That's awesome. When I was little, we used to have this bike derby in my hometown in Iowa, and my mom made my tricycle into a horse. So she made like a cardboard horse's head off the front of my tricycle with mane. Like back then, everybody had yarn. In the 80s, I don't know why, but yarn was just everywhere. So my mom had a real horse's mane. Well, not real, but a horse's mane made out of yarn. These dresses right here. Okay. Whoops. And I won that. Well, I didn't win the whole derby. I think I'm maybe 3. It's pre-bicycle. I'm on a tricycle. I got my picture in the paper because I won the slow bike derby. That was on 2 wheels though. I won the slowest rider. Like when people just kind of stand on the bike and then move the front wheel left and right and you just kind of posted on it. I won that. And then I won something else too, but it was a $5 bill for one of them. And back in the 80s, that might as well have been like a $60. Trying to think of what the equivalent would be. But nowadays, kids grow up with LEDs on everything. We didn't have LEDs anywhere. There were no cool lights. But we did have skin-tight biker shorts in the 80s. I bet we'll end up seeing some tonight. And we did have jellies, like before the Kanye West slides and whatever. We had Big Lebowski jellies. So they were just pieces of plastic thermoformed to be a shoe, like a Cinderella slipper. And everybody in the 80s wore those with their crimped hair. Jellies. That's something that never came back. Everything else has kind of come back. Well, I guess comb switchblades haven't come back yet. That was big when I was a kid. A comb that looked like a knife. Oh boy. My heart's racing just thinking about it. You're so cool if you have that. Oh my God, he's got a knife. And then you pull it out and it's a comb. Back when I still had hair and then I'd run it through my still flowing hair. 80s. Crocs. So Linda just got her first pair of Crocs last year. What are you doing, bro? I had my first pair of Crocs late 90s when a buddy of mine came back from Boulder and he had gotten a job at this place called Crocs. And I was like, oh, cool, what is it? And then he showed me, because back then clogs were hella in style. There was this shoe brand called Simple. Does anybody remember that skate shoe? Simple. They had really comfortable clogs, Simple clogs. And I think the Croc dudes were just like, we can make this out of foam. People can take them on the river. But I think the headquarters is still here. You can look it up and see for yourself. But I think, well, I know the OG Crocs location was Boulder. I didn't think Crocs came out till 2008. No, it was pretty early. It was definitely before I moved to California. And that was back in this area that I was in. Well, actually in the whole Denver area, we probably knew of 5 or 6 skate parks that were pretty ghetto. It looked like people kind of just threw them together themselves. Now every little city, well, not every, almost every city has their own skate park. It's like super nice. All of the different city parks are nicer than anything that I ever got to go to growing up. I'm still looking for a parking spot. I'll pull over and show you a couple of videos. This is where not last Saturday, Saturday before last, they were having a street festival right here. And this was closed off. Nike has a type of Crocs, Jeremy. I've been seeing that. Is it the one that has the little like balls on the bottom? I used to have a pair of shoes called Catapult. And it was back when, you know, you needed like a Reebok pump or something to actually be able to dunk. And I remember we were like 40 minutes away from the big city. I lived in this small town in Iowa. 40 minutes of me telling my mom, like, no, you don't understand. Like, if I got these shoes, I would be able to dunk. Like, I would be dunking. So I ended up getting the shoes. I remember having her watch me, like, watch how much I can jump in these. I like these little statues. They had these all over in Chinatown. This kind of looks like there was a movie in the 80s called Bad Taste. Does anybody remember that? It's kind of what the face on this looks like. It was like the little gremlin in a baby carriage. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Anybody remember that movie? I'm gonna find a couple pictures for you too. This is one of them. Bad Taste. See his face? No, maybe not. Yeah, like 80s horror film. Okay, the concert that I went to, those videos, I'll show you a couple of the videos, but I can't do it with, well, I can try. I'll try with the sound. So here's what this show looked like when I was trying to describe a projector in front of a second projector. So 2 different projectors going on. You can see the DJ dude in the middle right here. And he had a screen behind him that was showing stuff, and then a screen in front of him that was showing stuff. And just every once in a while, it'd be like a big whale, like swimming around, and then it would blow up into fireworks, and then the fireworks would turn into seeds, and the seeds would go into trees. trees would turn into fish. Like, it was just 2 hours of like super trippy stuff. Here's one of them. It was really cool. Let me see if I have pictures from today at the e-bike meetup. Yep, this was my cousin's booth right here at the meetup. And they just had a bunch of e-bikes there that I hadn't really seen much of. And this is what when I say e-bike, like, this is what I'm talking about. Kids are riding like electric motorcycles. Look at that back tire. That's like a Ducati tire. I thought I had a couple of the bikes. A lot of cool bikes. The one that I have is called the E-Ride Pro. E-Ride Pro SS 2.0. I didn't see many of them there. I saw a lot of like the Surons, the Super Bs, stuff like that. Those are the ones that John Hicks mainly rides. He rides a E-Ride Pro like I have too, but I think he's loving the Surons like more than anything else. Yeah, and then this bike, a lot of really like, these kids are into the super custom parts. This bike, it was like a turquoise powder coated frame. Back of it was chrome. The seat was something different. I just like how crazy you can get with all of the accessories. The one that I have isn't too tricked out. Like, I wish I had some stickers on it and like maybe some color, but it was already almost, well, it was like a little over $5,000. At that point, I was already tapped out. I was like, that's already too much. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see how these kids are getting like a $5,000 base e-bike and then putting all this additional stuff on top of it. I don't see kids with paper routes anymore. Like, I don't know. And I don't know a lot of kids that are good, you know what I mean? Like, that deserve something like that. Hey, thank you very much, Frogzim. I missed a couple of them on here. Thank you, Frogzim. Thank you, man. Or thank you, Frogzim. And thank you, R.A. Clark. And thank you, Sonia. Love to Jeremy, Linda, and chat. Thank you so much. Probably missed some more. Let me check. Waves, we got that one. Ed, we got that one. Thank you, Ed. Iggy, gotta send a gifted sub. I didn't see that. Thank you so much, bro. Iggy, thank you. Was there another one too? Iggy, thank you, man. Iggy and Jonathan, what up? Waves, I got that one. I try to put a heart on it when I see it so I know if I read it or not. Frogzim 16, look at your little kitty. Mwah. R.A. Clark in the house. Sonia in my gallon. Thank you so much, Sonia. What up? I was just talking to some friends of mine from Minnesota the other day. I haven't been to Minnesota in a while. But the last time I was there, I went to Mall of America and I took Linda. And she was like, why does it need to be this big? And I told her, I think it's because they just wanted to say it's the biggest. Ophelia is right here. Oh, here's some of the e-bike kids. Whoops. Well, they look like they're on the rental bikes. What are they passing? So I think the law, the way that I understood the law, if you want to, and this is just for Colorado, and this is just how I understood it after I glossed over it. Like if you have a mountain bike that has a battery in it that goes under 20 miles an hour and has pedals, then you can still be on a bike path. Now my e-bike has this thing that you can put some like faux pedals on it, meaning like they kind of work, but they're just for show. And they're just for show for the cops, basically. Like you're not using those ever. You're only using them if the cop pulls you over and you go, I exclusively use it like this. The other rules were you can't have an e-bike that goes over 30 miles an hour unless you have it registered. So you have like, you register it like it's a moped or a motorcycle, which is crazy. But my e-bike goes 60, and that's just after you take the governor out. You take the governor out and it stops the cap at 30 and goes all the way to 60. And the batteries are insane. Like the batteries actually have enough power to really go fast for a long time. I have a Segway scooter that this stream got for me, and it does not go fast. It has a sport mode, and when you put it in sport mode, you just watch the battery draining. But not the same thing on the e-bike. The e-bike has a huge, like 60-pound battery. Oh, and we just missed a couple. If you rewind it and look, there was just a dude right here on an e-bike doing a wheelie. But yeah, the one that I have has really knobby tires. And when I ride it on the street, it feels very unstable because there's not a lot of rubber actually touching the road. Like if you think about a dirt bike tire, how it's like super knobby on all the ends. When I'm riding super fast, those knobs are the only thing that's actually making contact with the road, and it just doesn't feel secure. Hold on. We got the cowgirls crossing right here. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Oh, and then the other rule was only one person per e-bike. And that one made me laugh because think about how many times we've been out here and you see at least 2 people, sometimes 3 people on a scooter or on a rental bike. I need to make a tandem e-bike that actually has the double seat. This is the bar that will be going off later tonight. This is Dirk's Bentley's Whiskey Row. These must be the bottle service girls. See Texas license plate, homie, in front of me? So many people from Texas here. It's been like that. Like you'll go to a ski resort, Keystone, Breckenridge, Vail. You'll see so many Texas plates in the parking lot. Texans love Colorado. Or they love visiting here. I don't know if they love it. Oh, here are the Lolos. Linda's birthday's coming up in September. We need to put some hydraulics on this Tesla for her. I think that's what she's missing in her life. Some switches and some hydros. MQJ Oso, what up? Thames 308, all about the boots. That's That's very true. Maverick and me, what up? Who's the most famous person who lives in Colorado? And have you and Linda seen anyone? I think the most famous person that lives here is probably John Elway. In terms of like, you go out on the street and you show people who is this. I think a lot of older generation peeps know who John Elway is. I don't know if John Denver is actually from Denver. I should probably find out, but whoa, bro. I think Shannon Sharp lived here for a while after he was a Bronco. And I think he's pretty popular. He's the Club Shay Shay podcast dude that was entangled in some scandal last year. Praying for Linda's car. I don't know. If you look it up, I think it said the most famous person to ever come from Colorado is Tim Allen. And last time my friend Adam Ray was in town, Adam Ray, comedian, he was playing at the Paramount, and I was like, yeah, Tim Allen is from Denver. He's like, no, he's not. He's from Michigan. I was like, no, he grew up here in Colorado. So then we looked it up, and it was both. I think he was born in Chicago or Michigan, and then he moved to Colorado. When I was young, Home Improvement was such a big show, bro. That was one of the top shows, Home Improvement with Tim Allen. I can't really name many other things he's done besides like Wild Hogs. I don't think he needed to do much more. I think that Home Improvement money was pretty stocked. Jeremy, how about Glenn Campbell? Is Glenn Campbell from Denver? I'm not really up on my Denver celeb trivia. I'd probably start naming like Jokic. Like maybe that's the right answer. Jokic. And we drafted him like hella late. He didn't even get on TV. There was a not Quesarito. Was it Quesarito? No. There was some new Taco Bell item that they were coming out with, and that commercial showed instead of Jokic getting drafted. Yeah, I'm going to change my answer to Nikola Jokic, most famous Denverite. Just looked it up. Jim Belushi has business presence in Colorado. It looks like his main place is in Oregon. I just said Adam Ray. One of Adam Ray's... So I've known Adam since early 2000s. His biggest... Like when I would see him come up on stage, they'd say, you might have seen him on the Craig Ferguson show. And you might have seen him on According to Jim. Because that was his biggest credit back then. He was on this show called According to Jim. And it was a Jim Belushi show. I think he played like a hunky delivery, like bread delivery guy or something like that. But it always cracked me up. I'd go see Adam for a decade after that, and it was like, you may know him from According to Jim. I'm like, nobody saw According to Jim. Acknowledge the Santa Claus. Oh yeah, Santa Claus with Tim Allen. That kind of let me down. There was some 80s Santa Claus movie that I liked a lot more. 80s was such a good time for movies because it was like, I don't know, something about like the raunchiness. You could get away with bigotry. You could get away with like chauvinism and like, I don't know. It was like no seatbelts, people smoking in the hospital, on the airplane. It was just like a lawless time. Jim Belushi wasn't sharing, or James Belushi wasn't sharing any drugs with anybody. He did them all himself. He did too many. And the 80s music was awesome. Again, back to the drugs. Like, well, arguably 70s probably had more drugs than, well, not more, different. Nanu. Oh yeah, Robin Williams. They used to call him Robin Jokes Williams because he used to just rob everybody's jokes. And he made so much money and he was so famous that he would just pay everybody. Oh yeah, Robin stole your joke, here's $3,000. And you're like, oh, thanks. I was born in February 1980. So I was around for the entire 80s, other than that 1 month, that January. But it seems like a lot of my life was shaped and influenced by the 80s. A lot of 80s TV. And back then, my parents, like, everybody in my house would kind of wind down about 9 o'clock, 10:30, everybody's asleep. But then that's when I would sneak out and watch TV because my parents' bedrooms were above. We had a 2-level place and my parents' bedrooms were on the top level. So if they were going to walk down and like try to see what we were doing downstairs, you had 7 seconds to like do whatever you were going to do to hide it, pull out some homework and be like, look, I'm just being a good kid down here. But I stayed up and watched Tales from the Crypt on HBO, Real Sex, Taxi Cab Confessions, everything I wasn't supposed to watch. I stayed up and watched, and that's how I think that's how I got to be friends with kids in school. There were other kids that were hanging out late and watching these movies, and we would watch like Halloween the movie, Prom Night, which is like horror movie, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt was scary. It still is a little scary. And there's a channel that I watch that's 24/7 Alfred Hitchcock. It's amazing how much of those black and white Alfred Hitchcock shows just got remade into 80s, 90s, 2000s, 210. They recycled a lot of that stuff. And I remember watching Cape Fear I was probably 7 years old, so I'm watching Cape Fear when I'm in 2nd grade. Nick Nolte, Robert De Niro. He's like burning Robert De Niro and he's still trying to kill him. Juliette Lewis. I made Linda watch that, and then they did a remake. I think it's on Apple TV. It's Cape Fear, the series. It sucks. We're on like number 8, and we're just too invested to not finish it. But that OG, so I thought the OG movie was the Nick Nolte, Robert De Niro one. And then one day I was watching my oldies channel, and this like 1950s version of Cape Fear came on. I think it's Anthony Peck, the dude from To Kill a Mockingbird. Is that Anthony Peck? But it was like, it was really cool. It was really cool to see like their version of what was horrifying back then, compared to the 80s, and then compared to the watered down 2026 version, the Apple TV version. Jeremy Chucky. I used to watch all the Child's Play stuff. I still like that stuff. The rise of cable television, now antenna TV, is coming back, and streaming is being protested. My friends and I watched a lot of public, what's it called? The public broadcasting thing, like Wayne's World. And it was mostly lunatics, like a lot of late night televangelist people. But then every once in a while it would be like a cool rock show. Public access. Yeah, public access. Thank you, Ryan. And that's kind of, in a way, what I think this is. Like, this whole YouTube thing feels as public access-y as you can get. Oh, look at this. Look at the heart over here. Because it just felt like there weren't a lot of regulators regulating on public access. It seemed like you could get away with a lot. When I first moved to LA, this is like 2002, early 2000s, there was some crazy Scientology type public access. But I went from, in Iowa, public access kind of ends pretty early, doesn't go late. Colorado, they're running like PBS, nature stuff all the time. And then I get to LA and it was just all these psycho public access channels that I loved. Now that stuff kind of lives on YouTube, like the best of it. I remember the BMX craze. I do too. That's there was a BMX movie that I watched when I was real little, and I didn't know until later on that was Nicole Kidman. She was in Thrashin'. No. She was in... Thrashin' was the skateboard one with Josh Brolin. She was in the BMX one. I like this building here. Look at all the lights. This is one of the more famous diners here. Sam's number 3. There's actually people in there. The 4th of July stream that I did, we started in Thornton, then we came downtown. I got a bunch of copyright strikes from when I got out of the car on top of the bridge. There was that convertible ragtop right next to me. Everything that he played, I forgot what the artist's name was, but I got it maybe 4 or 5 different strikes from the same artist that he was playing. And YouTube gave me the option to use AI and go in and have it erase the song. So I think it like still left in certain chunks of me talking and then tried to delete the song beneath it. So if you rewatched any of that, I don't know how it sounds. I didn't rewatch it. I think this is the trend all over in the United States, at least. Cut off jean shorts. Everywhere. Jean shorts. Cut off jean shorts on every girl. In the wintertime, it was like big bell-bottomy Jinko style. See, look, another girl. Cut off jeans. Jeans cut off, cut off. Oh, where'd she go? There she is. We used to go to thrift stores and buy jeans and then cut them up. And I've seen a lot of kids wear, like, we would wear some holy jeans, but some of these kids, it's basically shorts with like the whole leg ripped open. It looks like it was an accident. I guess that's cool though. Jeremy Mounties, Monty Python Flying Circus. I love Monty Python. And black tank tops, yep. AI audio editor leaves the voice and removes the music. It's amazing. I don't understand how. Like, well, I guess I sort of do. I just think it's amazing. Seems to be a craze in London. All the girls wearing them with bum cheeks showing. Yeah, cheeks are in right now. Cheeks, cheeks, cheeks. In the United States, if something sucks, that's what the kids say now. They say, oh, that taco stand, it's cheeks. Don't even bother. Cheeks means bad. Until it means good. It's kind of like sick in the 80s. Oh, sick! And then somebody pukes. Oh, sick. It's like you have to read the context clues to see which one it is. Life of Brian is funny. When I was a kid and the knees wore out of my jeans, I would turn them into cutoffs and wear them to the beach. Yeah. The second phase of jeans. I wear ripped jeans all the time. Sherry, nice. How ripped? Like super air conditioned or just ventilated? Alan Jackson pants, holy jeans. A lot of people in LA, Hollywood related industry people. Oh, look at the dudes riding against traffic, the e-bike homies. Yeah. The other thing, if you see a kid now riding a bike, like even e-scooter, bike, bicycle, the majority of the time they're interacting with something on their phone. I think that's just how kids are now. Like they know how to multitask with their phones. I think it's actually way more dangerous when it's an older person trying to do it. I think a kid is just so used to doing that. I guess they are better. Like they're not more experienced at driving, but they're more experienced at multitasking with the phone. They've done it their entire lives. Super air conditioned. When I was down on Broadway earlier, there were a lot of failed weed shops. I was reading the other day that I think it was a year ago, either a year ago or a year and a half ago, a pound of weed was around $1,700. Now, this summer, a pound of weed is $600. And to anybody that smokes, they're like, oh, that's great. Like, that's insanely cheap. The issue is that a lot of them weren't making money and now they are out of business. So there were a ton of shops that were just vacant, that were probably up 6 months ago, a year ago. I know a lot of people that are in the cannabis industry here in Colorado, and almost none of them are making good money. Some of them are just barely surviving because the state requires them to do so much testing on all of the products. And then each test that they do is like $500 per test. So he was giving me the example of, like, let's say you're an edible place and you have a chocolate brownie and then a M&M brownie and like all these different things. He's like, you have to have each strand tested. So like all of the peanut butter M&M ones test on their own, and if it's a different name on the product, then it's a different test. And so he was like, all of the nickel and diming that they've done to all these businesses, it's just not profitable for anybody but the really big, like the multi-million-dollar establishments. Count how many pairs of jean skirts and shorts we see tonight. I think it'll beat the dresses. This chat has never, ever, ever seen me wear jeans. I don't even really own jeans. I wear black pants exclusively. I don't wear jeans. Well, that's not true. I have a pair of jeans that are black, but they're not blue. I don't have blue jeans. But Linda does. Linda's riding the jean trend. She looks super young in her jeans. Who is still in here right now? Let me see. What up, Ed? WW is in here. What up? Sherry is talking to Sonia. What up, Sonia? What up, Sherry? Thames, Ed. Aquanet, Michigan taxing pot cost to death too many went out of business. So It was 2008 when they legalized it. Washington State and Colorado State both decriminalized it, and they approved it for recreational. 2008. And then all of these different shops started popping up. And at that time, the quality kind of went up. Like, just for a brief moment, the quality went up. And then ever since that moment, it's been down. Like, all of the regulations and whatever have been really bad. It's been great for the taxation. I know that a lot of the marijuana tax goes to educational stuff, which should mean that Colorado has the best education, but they don't. They're like, how'd you get 2 people on there? You just have to ride super up at the front. Like, this dude basically doesn't get to sit down. She has a baby? What the hell? Was that baby on this bike? It had to be, right? What the hell? That's not a good idea. Oh, man. I think that goes into the bad parenting file. You can't just have your kid under your arm like that. What do I know that? Oh, here are the e-bike homies. Oh, they're waiting for me. Car seat. I used to love the elevated car seat on the back of my parents' bikes. Not only was it on the back, but it was like the rumble seat. It was like higher, and you had a better perspective. Maybe that's what I should make. Like an adult kids seat that fits for your drunk homie to ride on the back of the rideshare. Oh, also in the 80s, we had pegs on the back of the bike. And then let's say that you were going to go to school and you didn't take your bike. You'd put your pegs in your backpack because maybe somebody was riding by. Hey, give me a lift over to the pool. I don't have any pegs. And you have your pegs in your backpack. So if you didn't have your bike, you probably had some pegs on you. And then if you were in California, you probably had a skate key, like Christian Slater used in Gleaming the Cube to steal that car. Little tool that did like everything that you needed for your skateboard. The wheels, the trucks, the bearings, hardware. Pegs were for freestylers. They were also for transportation. Like, yeah, they were for freestyling, but that's when you could like... One of my best friends growing up, her name was Katie. She lived like a block away from me. And she was just always on the back of my bike. She didn't even need a bike because I was like the original rideshare, or I was the original rickshaw. What if there's a dude that his name is Rick, like his actual legal name is Mr. Shaw, Mr. Rick Shaw, and he drives a rickshaw? There's got to be. Somewhere in the multiverse, there's a dude named Rick Shaw driving a rickshaw. And it's this guy right here. Look at this dude just coming. Oh, he just did a 360. Why? Ricky, I need a ride, Ricky. Ricky. Oh, here are the e-bike homies. They didn't need to wait right there. I think I might try to find a place to park and then get outside for a little bit. Try to get some air. It is 10 o'clock. Anybody that can hear me right now, it's Saturday night, 90 degrees. And we're just cruising through Denver right now. Seeing who's hanging out. I don't think the bars are really going to kick off for another hour. We can see if anybody's at the skate park. If you haven't been watching in a couple weeks, they got rid of the Bird scooters and the Lime scooters here in Denver. And now all of them are this brand, VEO, the one that has the blue undercarriage lights. So all of them are this brand, VEO. And I still haven't tried one, and I haven't downloaded the app. And I still haven't deleted my Lime and Bird apps. That used to be really clutch when I was covering the protests in LA. If you could find a good scooter that had a decent charge on the battery, that was the way to cover a protest. Because if you needed to just throw it down and run, you could do that. And those protests had so much walking and then doubling back, and they would always try to come back to the general area where you started, because that's where everybody parked. This is the skate park right here on the right. Ooh, thank you to somebody that just had some channel activities on here. Hold on real quick. I might have to, I'm gonna let the robot park for us, I think. There are some tailgater party kids over here. And it must be somebody's birthday because they have a nitrogen tank. Or a nitrous tank. Nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen. Alright, you see the red Solo Cup right there? See this parking spot here on the right? So this car will auto park. I'll show you. This is what it looks like when it's doing the auto park. There's a dude right here smoking a joint on the back of this car. That's why I'm holding the phone lower. The robots are doing the work we don't want, all the parking. Boop, boop. Linda drove this the other day, and she was like, it literally took me to where I was going and then picked the best parking spot and parked itself. Pretty cool. So I was thinking that we would maybe get out and walk at the skate park here, and now I'm thinking maybe we won't. It looks kind of, it's like shirts off night over here for the Sesh boys. Not that that's why we're not going to get out. It just looks like... So I've got to be careful when I go into that skate park. More people are doing illegal things than aren't. And then when they see me documenting it, it's not really welcomed. It's not old people playing chess. Right here, I'll zoom in from right here. A lot of little kids though, for it being this late. Super nice skate park, Denver skate park. This dude that does little art pieces right out here. I've seen him a couple nights. He'll do like a painting and then he'll glue like teddy bear pieces to the painting and then calls it art, puts a price tag on it. Oh shoot. That was one thing that I didn't, it was not on my radar before I spent a lot of time in LA, that rich people funnel a lot of their money through art. So if you're somebody that wants to like make a payment to somebody else and you just want it to kind of slide under the radar, you go, oh, this person just bought a $500,000 piece of art from me. Oh yeah, what was it? A statue. Okay, look at this car. Just parked on the road right here. From Texas. Nobody's in it. What? Not even on the side, just right in the road. Is Jolie in here? What up, Jolie? I'm scrolling back to see what I missed. I think I missed something. This is the grocery store here in Colorado. The big grocery store is called King Soopers. I missed this when I was forced to go to Ralph's for so many years. It's still Kroger, but I think King Soopers is better. Hey, Todd, that's what I missed. Todd Carnifax, 41 months, bro. Todd, thank you so much, man. What up? Happy Saturday night. It's Saturday Night Live. Musical guest, Right Said Fred. I wish Phil Hartman would have stayed alive to host Legend SNL. You know how like Eddie Murphy and different people will come back and host SNL? They should have had so many years of Phil Hartman doing like everything that Will Ferrell's doing now. I'm too sexy for this stream. And then eat the banana? Oh, bro. Let's see. Oh, we're over by the train station right now. I feel like I've been up for 2.5 days. I got up about 8, which 8 on a Saturday is like military style for me. But I had to do it for the children's. My little nephew, he got all of this stuff to do the pop-up on his own, and he rides dirt bikes, but he also rides e-bikes. He has a bunch of friends that ride e-bikes. And he started his little clothing company. He's in middle school. And he's like this little entrepreneur. And so I just wanted to support him. He's such a fearless little kid, and I love seeing that. I love seeing kids that have a lot of courage and just go like head first into every challenge, not even fazed by it. was cool seeing him sell stuff, and everybody else was like a major, like somebody that had been doing it for a long time. Hey, thank you very much, Deb. What up? Member for 32 months. Deb, thank you so much. Happy Saturday. I was up 18 hours the other day. I crashed for a while after that. 18 hours? That's what I'm going to do tonight. Tonight's going to be an 18-hour kind of night. Todd, thank you so much. Deb, thank you so much. Debin. This might be a bulldog right here. Frenchie or a bulldog? I don't know what. Oh, look at his little corn dog legs. Bro, this might be the thumbnail. Oh, I love this dog. Excuse me, what's that dog's name? Super cute. That dog's name Mindy. Maybe I misheard him. It sounded like he said Mindy. The M might have been a B. Either Mindy or Bindi. Either way, that's not what I thought he was going to say. I'd name him MCD, Mini Corn Dog. For Mini Corn Dog Legs. You should do the Venice Electric Light Parade. Hey, I've done the Venice Electric Light Parade. I like that a lot. The only part that's challenging about streaming it is the music. Everybody at those light bike things, the LED bike takeovers, they all have speakers. It sucks. Like whenever I do those bike streams, it either has to be on mute. Well, pretty much I can't stop all the music, and then as soon as the stream's over, it says this isn't available in 600 territories, and then it lists all these territories on planet Earth I've never heard of. It takes a really long time. When I said that tool takes the music out, it takes a really long time for it to do that. And it does it track by track. So it'll list like 6 tracks that I have that I need to erase. And then when I click on the first one, it'll be like, check back in a few minutes while this one's processing. So you can't just set up 6 to do it at once. You have to just keep checking back over and over. But at least it does it. I used to just have to private streams. The previous way that I would do it is I would make it unlisted, and then if it was unlisted, you'd still get the view count on your channel, but anybody without the URL couldn't find it. That was kind of a cool way to do it too. Like if it showed up in people's notifications, hey, Jeremy was live, and then whatever the title is, you could access it through there. But if you went to my YouTube page, it wouldn't just be sitting there. I still kind of like that. It's like a private way to post a stream. Shout out to my wife, Linda. I'm pretty sure she's playing video games tonight or putting together Legos. But she's been getting so good at Destiny 2. We play GTA, Red Dead Redemption, and Destiny 2. And she's the best in the house at Destiny 2. But I'm the best at GTA. And probably a tie for Red Dead. Well, we got some puppies up here. Let's see what we're working with. What are we working with? What's this little pup on the inside? Like a little boxer? Oh, I can't tell. A lot of these people that live in these buildings, they come out and use just a little tiny piece of grass to have their dog pee. So yeah, if you see a little tuft of grass downtown and you drop a piece of food on it, don't eat that food. Just let it go. 10:15. No wonder it's not packed out here yet. 10:15 is not very late. This girl just gave this dude something. What did she give him? Seemed more like giving him a stick of gum than drug interaction. So this dude right here is rideshare. You can see on the front of the windshield. I want to meet one of these rideshare dudes and just ask him to come with me some night and just tell us stories. I want to hear the best nights and the worst nights. What was your best night ever rideshare? Well, John Denver was in here one night, made me wear his cowboy hat, serenaded me the whole way. Oh, she's trying to sell me flowers. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, she gave me a nice smile, though. Maybe later. This is called the Jaguar Room. This is where they have the rooftop bar up here. El Patio. What's on the front of these bikes? Is that a backpack? What is that? It's like an iPad on the front of the bike. Oh, this girl's selling elote. A large cup of elote. Hey. That might be my after the stream snack right there. How much to fill up my Yeti with elote? Oh, we have some new lowriders over here. My dad used to have this car right here. 32 valve North Star Cadillac. One night, this is when my dad lived in Minneapolis. I took his car out and it was one of those Cadillacs. He would always get like a boat, like a big ass Cadillac with a big front and big trunk. But it was always like a couple years old, like 7 years old or something. He got this Cadillac that was the first car that I'd ever been in that had the digital readout. And so I just kept like flooring it, like driving it around. I'm maybe like, I don't know, 18, 19, something like that. I'm just flooring this Cadillac around. It had a lot of power. What I didn't take into consideration is it was rear wheel drive only. So it was snowing at the time. I took it out on the highway. I lost control of the back end. So I'm doing like, I don't know, 65 on the highway. And I just start feeling the car like slowly going sideways. I was like, oh no, because I'd driven enough by then to know like when you try to get it back, when you overcompensate and try to get out, that's when a spin usually happens. So I was being like very conservative and I lost control and went into the middle median. So I was like snow plowing with the car going sideways. No damage on the car. But probably damage inside of my pants. I probably just ended up throwing those pants away after that night. I was scared. Okay, here are the people that are loading up to go to Jaguar Room. This is the little tight black dress crew. Oh, it's somebody's birthday in there. It was Dev's birthday recently. Still shout out to Dev. Happy birthday, Dev. Happy birthday to whoever in this club they were just shouting out. It was my mom's birthday a couple days ago. Shout out to my mom. Happy birthday. I want to see this guy check some IDs. Let's see if he actually looks at the guy after he looks at the ID. Seems like they just look at the ID. Oh, what's going on right here? She's getting her bacon-wrapped hot dog tray ready. Do it, do it, do it. I think this is the most dangerous corner in Denver, right here. Right where these girls are sharing a herbal cigarette with each other. These girls are just smoking a blunt right in line. How 2026. Ooh, I haven't seen this yellow roses lady. This girl in the Barbie outfit was giving her a dirty look. She's like, nobody buys me a rose. She should buy it for herself and then make all the other girls jealous. That was a thing when I was in high school, when it was homecoming. You could buy, I think it was a carnation, and you could have the carnation delivered to, you know, it was like a football player, or a cheerleader, or whatever. It's homecoming, so, you know, the sporty kids. And there was a kid. He just kept getting, I kept seeing him all over. He'd have all these carnations, and then hours would pass and he'd have even more. It came out a couple days later that he was sending them to himself. I thought that was such a cool idea because everybody was like, have you seen this kid? He got so many. Like, everyone was speculating, like, who are these from? Did his mom send these to him? He sent them to himself. Young Mark Zuckerberg right there. $1 trillion idea. So we're going 25, so they're going 25. Well, they're going 24 because we passed them. Oh, I'm in the mandatory turning lane. All right, I missed some stuff in the chat. Thank you, Dave New York, member 17 months. Dave, what up, bro? What's the weather like in New York tonight? Member for 17 months. Thank you so much, man. We've got a Floridian right here. Dipping the light. Bending that corner. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I also wanted to tell Sonia, Minnesota, congratulations. The Timberwolves just got LaMelo Ball. I like his basketball playing. I think he's a good player. I think they might even get LeBron. I think LeBron's waiting to see like who has the best team, and then he's just gonna Velcro himself onto that team like he always does, like he did with the Heat. Like he tried to do with the Lakers. I still don't see why he wouldn't want to play with Luka. Luka's still, I think, top 3. My school did that for Valentine's Day. You could secretly send roses and boxes of candy hearts. That's a good idea. See, it's usually like the marketing kids, and they're learning about money and entrepreneurship. I do remember it because I went to a high school that was like 4 middle schools dumped into a mega high school, and there were always lots of crazy fights. one time there was a fight, and it was in this area of the school called the Breezeway, which was like a see-through hallway, breezeway, and that's where all of the good fights would happen because it was kind of away from the rest of the school. It was like a skywalk that connected one part of the school to the other, so teachers couldn't get there fast enough to break up the fights. That's where all the good fights were. And I remember watching this fight around homecoming, and everybody was picking the petals off of the carnations and then throwing them on the kids as they fought. Such a normal thing to see fights in the school. We had 2 different cops that were full-time at the school, and I still don't think that was enough. And when I was going to high school, this is like 90s, one of the cops at our school was super jacked. Like, he skipped leg day. He had really tiny little bird legs, but he was really beefy on top. And that was when UFC was brand new. And UFC started here in Denver. And if you won the fight, like let's say that you fought somebody and you won. And back then, it was like everybody against everybody. So it could be a little string bean looking skinny dude against Andre the Giant. Like, it didn't matter. It was just person to person. He fought in that and he got his ass beat. And we just kept going to Blockbuster over and over trying to rent the one where because this was the school cop that was always like harassing the kids and getting everybody in trouble. We wanted to see him get tuned up, but it never came out on VHS. But those old UFC, like the originals, if you won early in the night, then you had to come out and fight again, like in the main event or whatever. And people would come out and be like, I can't fight. My shoulder is out, or my finger's broken, or like major stuff. And then you can look it up, but I think within the first year or two, there was a guy that won, and I think his story was that he just wanted extra Christmas money. So, and he was like a brawler, and so he's like, oh, I'll try this. He fought. He ended up winning, and then he died later of like internal bleeding or something like that. You can look it up. Look up like early UFC death, Denver, Colorado. This is the spot to eat late night, Federales. This is the spot. These girls are definitely going to Federales. I don't think it's a food hall, but it's like a big open outdoor area. And this is usually blocked off. This is where we were riding our e-bike last year. Here's the bar, Federales. Here's the pedal pub. Look at all the wigs on these girls. This was one of my favorite little spots right here, and I found out that it just closed down. It's called Two Moons. This was a cool little after-hours spot, and it's no more. For some reason. Hey, what up, Dev? Shout out to Dev in the chat. Look at this art piece right here on the corner. Oops. Darkest alley in Denver. I love the automatic parking feature in this car. I get excited about parking now. Just one button away from the perfect parking job. Has anybody in the chat ever been on one of these? Pedal bar? Look at all the wigs on these girls. I wonder what the tips are like for the guy that runs that. Dev, hi Jeremy, WW, Tony, what up? What up, Mr. Mo Jenkins in the chat? Seems like work. Yeah, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they need a little cardio, help them sober up a little bit. Oh, did you see the dude to the left of that car doing a wheelie? If you rewind it, e-bike homie was doing a wheelie. Oh, when I was at that e-bike meetup, I kept seeing these things on the gas tank of the motorcycles. And it looked really familiar, but I wasn't right up on it, so I didn't know what it was. It was the surf pad from the back of a surfboard. So anybody, all the California homies in the chat, when you're surfing on the back of your skateboard, you have this piece of foam that's kind of like a traction pad. That's basically the best way to put it. It's like a traction sticker. I saw a couple motorcycle dudes with that on the gas tank, and it made so much sense. Like cushy foam right where they're doing all their little knee tricks and whatever. This is Butters right here. Butters from South Park. This is one of my favorite areas to hang out on the weekend. This is Rhino. See all these little like clothing pop-ups and whatever? There's some cool stuff out here. Oh, this dude has some late night eating. Oh, he's got pineapple on top too. Yes, bro. Al Pastor. Looks like he's just doing a little dance with the knives. I thought he was getting them ready. He's just like twerking it. Jeez. Oh, here are the e-bike homies. Yeah. Here's a little kid playing on the back of this car. I'm not sure why. That looks really sketch. I bet this is just the bacon wrapped hot dog car right here. And this is also where you can buy mushrooms just straight out on the street. This line right here to this underground spot, this is the spot I like right here. And then, damn, I don't know what this is, but this has a lot of people. Whoa, this is where the e-bike dudes are meeting up right here. Look at all the e-bikes. Dang, we found them. That's like everybody from earlier. Oh, that's the clip I forgot to show you. The clip of 100 kids riding. Oh, here are the other e-bikes. I was gonna say, if there are hundreds of them downtown earlier, we have to run into them. Here, I'm gonna park right here. West End girls, diddy diddy, do 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 diddy diddy. I like this piece right here. It's like a lemur or something. It's like a Buddhist lemur. I had to drop it. This dude was right there when I had the camera out the window. What is that? Sexy lemur with cones on the boobs? Interesting. right, let me find this clip. Hold on. West End Girls. So this is on Broadway where we started. That's an 80s Madonna lemur. I like that. Hold on, we just missed the fire truck. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get behind the fire truck. Yeah, so where I started the stream earlier tonight, that was on Broadway. And right off of Broadway is where they had that e-bike meetup that I was at earlier tonight, or earlier this afternoon. And then I was like, if there are gonna be hundreds of e-bike kids, you know they're gonna be down here like partying. So it's just like a bunch of these younger kids. But this looks like the Strip right here. And here's the huge group. They're like bulging out into the street over here. Oh, this dude's trying to take... Oh, I thought he was going to grab something off the fire truck. Look at all the helmets. Like, there must be some, like, agenda, like, meetup. Maybe, like, a super late night ride. This girl's just wearing like a straight up bra and panties over here. I'll allow it. I've been seeing people out here selling essential oils. And when I ask what they are, they're like, oh, it's cologne. But I have to wonder if it's like MDMA cologne or something. This is her outfit for late night food service. I like it. What is she serving? Soul food from scratch. Oh, these are the wig girls right here. Wiggin. Linda always comments on the white fire truck. She's like, why would it be white? It doesn't make any sense. Hey, thank you, Al Jutton, member for 24 months. I missed that. Al, what up, bro? Thank you, man. Al Jutton in the house. Oh, he just lit up the fire truck horn. We missed it. Hold on. He's doing the fire horn. Hey, this is Solid State member for Deuce Deuce. This is Solid State in my gallon, bro. Thank you, man. Solid State, good to see you, bro. This is the Block Distilling. Oh, here's a Shake Shack right here. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your Shake Shack. Where do you guys rank the Shake Shack burger? I think it's Five Guys #1 burger. Oh, look at the Mickey over here. Five Guys, I think, is kind of holding it down. They know it's the best, so it's like $18 a burger. Shake Shack, probably not much less. Like, you're still gonna pay $16 for a burger, but really good. Probably a whole stick of butter in it. Butter-burger. Oh, instead of Whataburger, call it Butter-burger. Ooh, in the middle of the night. Is Shake Shack good? It is good. It's just too expensive. The last time I was in there, they had a Dubai chocolate milkshake that was $10. And if you remember Pulp Fiction, he was making fun of Marcellus Wallace's wife for getting a $5 milkshake. He's like, you just ordered a $5 milkshake. She's like, yes. He's like, that's just milk and ice cream, right? She's like, last I knew. He's like, they don't put bourbon in it. Oh, I just saw some fireworks go off. He's like, they don't put bourbon in it or anything? She's like, no. He's like, and that's $5. And then when the milkshake got to the table, he's like, can I try that? And she's like, be my guest. And he tries it, and he's like, I just had to know what a $5 milkshake tastes like. Shake Shack right here. Look up their menu online. $10 Dubai pistachio shake. Is it worth it? Almost. But for $10, I'm gonna need that like chrome cup that they mixed it in. That's pretty much full. Like, I have a whole second milkshake waiting for me. Look at this girl's boots right here, the white boots. Oh no, dude messed up my focus. Now it's not gonna focus. No. Look at those boots. These look like Spice Girls boots. To everybody that can hear me right now, thank you for hanging out. It's Saturday night. It's about 11:45, and we're in the arts district of Denver called Rhino. I love it down here. We're gonna go back over by the bigger bars. What is this vehicle? What? Is this the thumbnail? What is that? Is that an old fire truck? What is this? It's a vehicle I've never seen, and I've watched American Pickers. I've seen some old vehicles. How old do you think this little kid is right here? Selling bacon wrapped. Got a juice box. Oh, they're playing Hey Dirty, Baby I Got Your Money. Baby I got your money, don't you worry. I say, hey, baby I got your money. Oh, you just shot a firework off right there. A lot of people don't know this, but oh, we just shot another one off. Old Dirty Bastard was... So Old Dirty Bastard from Wu-Tang Clan, he was performing in Denver, Colorado. This is all allegedly. He was performing in Denver, Colorado. He got some good drugs that he, didn't want to part with. Oh, this dude has a bunch of fire. He's got fireworks on the bike. Oh, look at homie's gonna light it and he's gonna ride on the bike. Whoa. We just missed a huge explosion. I'm gonna save it on the Tesla. There was just like a mortar that went off in the street right here. Bro, that's not good. I wonder if somebody got hurt. Oh, these dudes are lighting right here. Oh, we should get out of here. Dude is about to light one on the front of an e-bike. He's got a Roman candle. Oh shit, somebody's bike got blown up over here. Oh no, that big firework that went off, it looks like it ruined somebody's bike. Here, I'm gonna flip around and we'll see. Damn, that was like an actual explosion. Like Ukraine war explosion. Hold on, I'm gonna turn around right here. I saw a video of a dude that lit a Roman candle on the front of either like a dirt bike or an e-bike. And right as he started riding, a cop was right there. And so the cop was following him as he was shooting a Roman candle off the front of the e-bike. I've got all the cameras on out here, so we have every angle. Jeremy, you have to look up the driver of the tractor trailer. He's only 9 years old, shifting an 18-speed jack brake. Whoa. This is where it blew up right here. It looks like these dudes are having words. Like, who's responsible? There are a lot of kids right here. Right here. See, look right here. There's like 70 plus kids right here. I bet there's gonna be a big downtown ride out. The articles, oh, look at this little dude's pit bike right here. The articles were like, on some occasions, they were even running red lights. Like, whenever they have these bike meetup things, that's like the least dangerous thing that's happening is the running of the red light. It's more like the wheelies right next to the people that are opening parked car doors. I'm looking for the dude that has the Roman candle on the front. that lady was selling air freshener out of the back of her trunk. So that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes when I see these people selling Quote Fingers cologne and Quote Fingers air freshener, I think once you get up to them and start talking to them, then they offer you a different items that you can't write down. That's how it was last time I was in New Orleans. New Orleans, you would think that it was legal. Oh, this dude's car door is just busted open right here. That's not good. I think a lot of, like, you see street takeover stuff. Oh, this dude's on a wheel. Like, a lot of the times when I see street takeover stuff, I'm assuming that it's stolen car. I think a lot of the stuff that happens at these sideshows, it's always a lot of fireworks. But usually the cars that are getting the most abused are like stolen. Look at these bikes. Somebody's e-bike right here. I like that. You know I love that. This is that big beer garden in front of us. Whoa, bro. Bierstadt Lagerhaus. I can't tell if it's packed or if it's empty. Looks like they're having like a little rave back in there. Looks like there's a mosh pit. We went in here one night. This is the tap room. Bierstadt Lagerhaus. So they have like actually probably like 5 times the normal size cornhole, and then also flip cup. They were doing flip cup in like big industrial waste barrel size barrels. They were throwing a volleyball instead of a ping pong ball. This is a sketch alley right here. Let's get in here. I think there's a Method Man graffiti piece coming up, if it's still there. Oh, this looks like Carrie. It is, it's Carrie. Oh, the one of her eyes is a security camera. Has anybody ever seen the deflock stuff? Where kids go around and they take down flock cameras? I know there's people here in Denver that do that. Whoa, who's this? Jack Holum. I don't know who Jack Holum is, but I do know who Hot Nichols is right here. Takal. What's that shit that they be smoking? Takal. This is the bad neighborhood alley. It's still not even that dirty. I'm starting to get a little tired, so I'm gonna take us back over to the hot spot area over by the bars. We'll check out some evening wear. Revzilla here. I've bought a couple e-bike parts off of Revzilla. I need to invest in an e-bike company and then also into a pickleball paddle company. I think both those, pickleball and e-bikes, are just gonna blow up. 5 years, 10 years, I think they're gonna be huge. Whoa, I like this bike right here. Pickleball edition. I want to be ninja. Whoa, bro. Oh, I saw that bike earlier. That turquoise one. That was actually in one of the pictures I was showing you earlier. I saw that kid at the park. He was at Rosedale Park at like 9 o'clock this morning. That's where this meetup was. It was like a big e-bike meetup at Rosedale. And I was thinking maybe 50 to 60 kids, and it was a couple hundred. So many bikes, like little pit bikes, everything. Three-wheeled e-bikes are emerging. Trikes. Some e-trikes. This girl looks like she has some uncomfortable shoes on. Hey, crossed you up. Yo, thank you, man. Member 16 months in my gallon. Salute to you, bro. Thank you so much. 16 months, I like that. It's cool to me to see members that have only been around, you know, within the last 2 years. I moved back to Denver a little under 2 years ago. The majority of the people that watch, I think, are still people that kind of are left over from the LA streams, which, thank you for staying with me. But I think it's cool to see people that maybe have only found me since I've been in Denver. Just under 2 years. I think in the middle of August, it'll be 2 years. Linda and I came out here to camp. And while we were camping, I was like, do you think you could ever live out here? She's like, yeah. I was like, no, seriously, like pack our stuff up and move out here. She's like, yeah, let's try it for a year. We tried it for the first year. After that year, we could have gone straight back. Like there was nothing holding us here, but we actually like it here a lot. Whoa, look at this girl's tats. Whoa. She's tatted up. Denver is a big tattoo community. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't have a tattoo. Linda has a tattoo. My kitty has a tattoo. Oh, did you see e-bike homies? Look at them all on the right. Oh, we might be getting passed by the e-bike kids. Yes, e-bike kids are all around us. Oh, they're all over us right now. Look at all of them that are coming right here. Yeah, there's like 100 right here. I knew we would catch the ride out. We should be in the ride out. Oh, that kid almost lost it. Oh, bro. Careful, bro. See, they get mad about the running red lights. I get it, especially at night, but there's a lot worse things these kids could be doing. Whoa, that's the girl in the back right there. This is the girl that almost wrecked at the very end. She needs to just concentrate on riding. She's trying to do too much with like the phones and everything. Oh. Oh, I'm missing some wheelies on the left. No. Oh, I'm seeing this dude's headlight. I was like, what is on the side of the building? It was the dude's headlight that was doing a wheelie. I like these purple bikes right here. I'm watching all around me so intently, just trying not to like hit one of the stragglers that's coming up from the back. There's always like a couple people from the pack that are like really left behind, and then they're the ones that try to run the reds to get up. Crossed you up. Thank you again. Oh, and Sean35 is in here. What up? I don't know if she will be here, but it's Terry Sparks' birthday. Happy birthday, Terry. Sean, thank you for letting me know, bro. Terry is one of the OGs in this chat. Happy birthday, Terry. And super shout out to Sean for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know, bro. The e-bike kids are going down Broadway right now, which is where we started. We started the stream tonight on Broadway. I think they're going to go down Broadway, but then come back through the bar area where we were trying to go just now. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take us back over by that bar area, and hopefully we catch them on the way back before we end the stream. That's the one thing about protests, meetups, any of that stuff. Wherever you leave from, that's probably where it's going to end from, because that's where everybody parked. So if you ever lose the crowd, just go back to where it started. And you'll see the very end, maybe. Oh, they have the Civic Center building lit up red, white, and blue. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. The lights are much brighter there. This girl looks like she has the tan that I have. I have no tan. My skin right now looks like it's see-through, translucent. Have a great weekend, Jeremy and everyone. Cheers, woo. See you next week. Tony, have a great weekend, man. Thank you for hanging with us. Sean35, thank you so much. Sonia's still in here. What up, Sonia? If you are ever in Annandale, go to Si Senor Mexican restaurant. That sounds good. If anybody ever wants to throw me Mexican restaurant recommendations, I'm all ears. I'm all stomach and ears. Is Terry in here? Hopefully Terry is like celebrating in Canada in a hot tub somewhere. Or maybe the hot springs of Bakersfield. Hold on, we're gonna turn right here. This is a piano bar that gets rowdy. Whoa. This is the free mall right here, 16th Street Mall, the pedestrian mall. Awesome in the daytime, a little bit sketchy at night. Still awesome at night, but dangerous. Seems like the next morning, that's where like 3 stabbed, 16th Street Mall. It's always a hot spot for the stabbing. Jeremy, I am here. Hey! Terry Sparks, birthday girl in the chat. Terry, happy birthday. Who's going to win the soccer game tomorrow? Argentina. It's been scripted. Been scripted like reality TV. Texas Man in Black, hey Jeremy, great to see you tonight. Texas Man in Black, 29 months working on my official OG badge. Love and kindness from Texas. Texas Man in Black, thank you, bro. 29 months. That's big. You're from España? I went to Barcelona once, and when I was there, the hotel that we were staying at, it was full and everybody was partying in the lobby, and everybody was asking us, are you going to go to the game tonight? We were like, what game? And everyone's like, what do you mean? It's Real Madrid versus Barcelona. And so it was Ronaldo versus Messi. And so the person I was with, we scalped tickets, which it was so much. It was like 300 euro each to get to this game, which I think US is like 400. It's a lot. It's like a PlayStation to go to a sporting event. We went inside, and it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And Barcelona beat the shit out of Real Madrid. I think it was like 5-1. But Messi got a goal. Ronaldo got a goal on the other side. And then after Barca won, there was just rioting and like fireworks and celebrations all night in the street. This is in Barcelona. One of the most memorable nights. If I stop up here, remind me and I'll pull out some pictures, because I still have a ton of pictures from that night. It was so crazy. Like, football peeps know how to party. And California knows how to party. Both those places. California, West Coast knows how to party. Texas Man in Black, thank you again. Thank you, Sean, for letting me know that it's Terry's birthday, and super happy birthday to Terry Sparks, one of the founders of the channel. She's been here since day one, or at least week one. I'll try to pull over up here and see if I can find some pictures. Should I pull into this alley? Sure. Alright, I'll just sit here for a second. I hear that the smoke will affect the game tomorrow in New Jersey. Oh, that's crazy. I'm looking for the photos when I was at that game. Okay, so for that trip, this is in Barcelona. This is me standing in the middle of one of these like Barcelona statues. There's me in front of the church that took 150 years to build, still not done. You can see one yellow shoelace. Only one colored shoelace. Look at the date. 2010. 16 years ago, one shoelace. 26 years later, not 26. Here's me looking at the Antoni Gaudi stuff. Gaudi is like the guy that did that church. Hold on, let me see. This is the inside of the church, all the stained glass. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the soccer game. I know it's in here. People get so mad when you're overseas and you call it soccer. They're like, you mean football? You're like, sure. Oh, I found it. So, I mean, we didn't have like the best seats, but look, this is the crowd there. It was crazy. Hold on, I think I have some. So Barca and Madrid. And then I'll see. Oh, at one point it was 4-0. So imagine like how crazy everybody was going. Like they were stomping their rival. So I mean, I didn't have like the greatest seats in the world, but to be inside, like the people that we were talking to were like, this is an amazing event if you live in this part of the world, but if you're just visiting, you pretty much have to do this. We were like, oh, 400 euros? Like, nah, we're good. And they were like, no, this will be a memorable moment in your existence. It definitely was. I was never a huge dudes soccer fan, but watching women's soccer is a little bit more fun for me. Okay, don't let me go down any one. I think this might be the night that we spend the whole night without going down a one-way. I shouldn't have jinxed it. I don't think we've been down a wrong way one-way tonight. Oh, I'm missing stuff in the chat. Terry Sparks. Hold on. I need to pull over for the birthday girl. Look at the puppy right here. Oh, she has a mask on. Puppies has long COVID over here, I guess. Or Hannibal Lecter. Happy birthday to Terry Sparks, 41 months. Terry, happy birthday to you. Hope you're having an amazing birthday. I remember from the other years that your birthday is so close to my mom's birthday. Thank you, Sean, for letting me know about Terry. Sean, 40 months in this chat. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Terry, two of my favorites of all time. Muzzle. I don't know if it was a Hannibal Lecter muzzle. It looked like a Fauci muzzle. No one ever talks about Fauci anymore. All right, we're going to do another lap through this bar area here, and then I'm going to go home and get some sleep. Thank you so much to everybody that hung out tonight. This is a fun time to be in downtown Denver. Summertime here is just really chill. They have the lights on at the baseball stadium, but sometimes there are games here at Coors Field, and sometimes there are concerts. When either of those let out, they let that whole crowd into this little 2-block radius here. Everybody calls this Lodo. This is the lower downtown area, Lodo. And this is where, even when I was in high school, this was kind of the hot spot. Even if you didn't have anything planned for the weekend, you could just come down, do a couple laps down here, run into people that you know, meet new people. Like these girls down here are gonna meet somebody. Lots of good food. This 1UP arcade I heard is about to close. This was one of the first barcades here in the downtown area. I don't know how that didn't have enough money to stay open. But there's two of them. There's one on Colfax, which is probably 2 miles from here or less. And then there's a really nice one in Broomfield on 120th and Sheridan. Super nice. I don't even know how they can afford to have that, because all of the pinball, it's like new pinball machines, and they all have cameras above the pinball machine and then a flat screen TV on the wall. So as you walk around, you can see everything that's happening on the pinball machine via the TV that's on the wall. So it's so dope. You stand in the middle of the room and you're looking at what's actually happening on the pinball machines without standing over it. This is where you lock your bike up right here, Mile High City. This dude's panhandling like right in front of all the... It's like stopping right in front of every car. This dude looks like ex-military or something. Hey bro, this is a gift from Terry Sparks.
Okay.
To you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. It's her birthday today.
All right.
We gave him some money from Terry. He said, all right. Terry, thank you for the donation to that guy. Now you're both having a good night, hopefully. Red hearts in the chat for Terry Sparks. Red or white. Happy birthday, Terry. Love watching the stream no matter the city. Been watching since 2022. Freddie Frames. What a dope name, bro. Frederick Frames. Speaking of Lionel Richie, I used to date his double. Oh, that's awesome. Look at all the hearts in the... Yes. Hearts in the chat for Terry Sparks. Oh, we should have done the spark emoji. This one. The firecracker one. Happy birthday, Terry. Hope you're wearing your favorite jean shorts tonight. Like every other girl in Denver. Oh, we saw these two earlier. I recognize the gray shorts chick with them. We haven't seen many like Reno 911 shorty shorts. Oh, ZJ's right here. Girl wearing sandals to the bar? All right, here's where we're going to be in front of Dirk's Bentley's. I don't know why they need double S. Dirk's Bentley's Whiskey Row. It's got to be grammatically correct, but it just sounds weird. So his name is Dirks with an S instead of just Dirk, as in Diggler. These are new rose ladies too. I'm used to seeing the Guatemalan looking ladies, but these two are new. Okay, hold on. Oh, whoa. Look at the dude with the purse right here. He's got his man purse. His Merce. And then here's the other side. This is Jaguar room. They're playing Sean Paul out here. Here's bell-bottom bacon-wrapped hot dog girl. Statue of Liberty girl right here. Oh no, her sash fell off. That sash was protecting a lot too. And this is the lineup going into Jaguar room on the left. And to me, this is the most dangerous corner in Denver. A couple of people got shot here right on this corner where she's holding out her hamburger helper hands. Anybody remember the hamburger helper glove guy? Hey, you see this fan this guy has? I have one of these. I just bought a fan, or Linda got it for me for pickleball. Oh, this girl almost ran out in front of the car. Whoa, bro. You almost got deleted right there. I saw that. Lucky. Oh, and then she pretended like she didn't even want to cross. You know what? I'm just going to wait 10 seconds. This girl's trying to put a pizza on the front of this e-bike. She's trying to secure it. That's not gonna work. Oh my God, bro. Ooh, look at this guy's hat. Hell yeah, bro. That's the hat. I need a sun hat like that. Like a tortilla nacho cheese hat. Cheese on top. Oh, we found the last real cowboys right here. Wherever I can. Deep, deep, deep. Got 3 cowboys right there. One of these girls forgot her boots right there in the middle. Oh, double stuff on the scooter right here. Oh, these are the muchachos. Cowboys are definitely wrangling them up. All right, this is gonna be my last lap through here. It's about 11:30, half hour left in Saturday night. Thank you so much to everybody that hung out with me tonight. Thank you, Sean35, for letting me know that it's Terry's birthday. Mwah, Terry, happy birthday. Thank you to Terry's mom for making such a cool chick. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Happy birthday, Terry. Happy belated birthday, Dev. Anybody that had January birthdays, my mom, happy birthday. My Aunt Marla, happy birthday. All of the summer birthdays. And please enjoy this last lap through this bar area. And this area is called Lodo. If you're ever in downtown Denver, Lodo. That's where we are. Now you know. What is that? Oh. I just saw the one light. I was like, what is that? Unicorn with the headlight. Oh, look at this puppy. Oh my God, bro. Is that a baby Chihuahua? Yo quiero Taco Bell. Every time I see a Chihuahua, my head goes, Yo quiero Taco Bell. They are ready. Oh, does that have a cutout on the butt? What? Was there a cutout over the butt of that? Jeremy, it's July. Shout out to everybody with the July birthday. Any summer birthdays, we'll celebrate the whole summer for you. Turtle butt in here? What up, turtle butt? Heather, whatever. I think Argentina, destiny to win. I think so too. So I used to work at X Games. I worked at X Games for over a decade. What these big networks do is they do a lot of pre-stories on different athletes. Oh, look at this dude with his Nike just hanging out of the window. Hey. So, for instance, Shaun White was a big star at X Games for a while. And then all of the other athletes knew if Shaun even gets close to winning, the judges are going to tip it over for him to win, because the network had all these pre-baked things to show. And so I learned that through that job, that, you know, like the NBA Finals, when a team that never wins the NBA Finals wins, the NBA doesn't like that. They like it when their superstar wins, when it's somebody that's like a big name brand, and then they can sell more merch and whatever. The year that the Nuggets won, it was like everybody was so depressed, like, oh man, the Nuggets won. And we hadn't even been to the finals, like literally hadn't even been to the NBA Finals. Went to the finals for the first time, won our very first final attempt. Damn, somebody is behind me just basing. It's shaking the fillings out of my teeth. Here, I'm gonna roll down the window so you can really hear it. I used to have my Rockford Fosgate subwoofers, my Blaupunkt stereo. Whatever happened to Blaupunkt? That needs to come back. That was like the budget stereo. Everybody had Alpine. If you had money, you had Alpine. But I got stuck with the Blaupunkt. I'm surprised these girls didn't stop at Dirk's Bentleys. Oh, shoot. Oh, I see some channel activity. Hold on. Thank you very much, Terry. Thank you again, Jeremy, Sean, everyone. Much love. Terry, thank you so much. Thank you to your mom, too. Look at all these 80s go-go girls that just showed up. Oh, somebody's doing a street takeover over there. See the smoke? Everybody just froggering out in the street. A lot of legs out here tonight. Oh, and then real cowboys. All right, here's the other side of the street. Both sides of the street pretty bumping. Way more women than men, right? Doesn't it seem like there's more guys than girls? Or I mean more girls than guys? Oh, this is somebody's mom right here. Oh, they're taking mom clubbing tonight. Dude next to me is drinking like a Clamato while driving. Does anybody know what? Oh, this girl with her mom looks sauced up. This girl. Jeez. Like Honey Boo Boo and her mom partying together. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do one more lap. One more lap. This lap is for Terry Sparks. Because it's birthday night, I'm gonna do one more for Terry. This one's for you, Terry. Enjoy. I remember seeing Terry Sparks' name in the chat when there was like 14 people watching, and at the end of the stream it would say like 316 views, and I'm like, damn, 300 people from all over the world watched that. Terry's been here for the whole thing. Shout out to Terry Sparks. Happy birthday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Get that puppy out of the street, bro. A good looking little boxer or something. It's hard to do all this filming and drive. When all the e-bike stuff was going on, that was crazy. Because there were a bunch of stragglers like coming up from the back. Is this the same dude that we got caught behind before? This dude's shirt just says Chicano. Hey. Look at the shoes. Super platform shoes. This dude's just tweaking out right here. This guy. I think he found a rock. I wanna rock. I want a rock. Aaron Hockey, yo! Welcome to the members. Aaron Hockey, thank you, bro. Bent by Fent. Turtle Butt knows. Fentanyl yoga. All night on the street out here. Look at these two. Whoa, it's the girl driving. I like that. The girl's like, you're too slow. Get on the back. Oh, no. Anybody have fun plans for tomorrow? Oh, this girl's standing up on the back. Yes. I like that. She's like the lookout. Okay, hold on. I'm worried about going through any of these intersections because the e-bike homies just run the red and then you end up T-boning somebody. Aaron Hockey, thank you again. Thank you to all the members that hung out tonight. Oh, here's the girl that was riding with the dude on the back. She's driving crazy. Whoa. I bet we see them one more time. She keeps like doubling back in this area. Can you see these girls partying in this car in front of me? Look how foggy it is in there. Texas Man in Black, any special plans for next Saturday? Okay, so I like to just surprise everybody. But to be honest, there are a couple special streams coming up. There's going to be one at the beginning of August. There's going to be one super special one mid-August. There's going to be one that you really don't want to miss in September. And there's one that you really don't want to miss before the end of the year. I will be in California soon. I will be in Vegas soon. I will be out of the country soon. We just scheduled an international trip, so that's gonna be happening soon. So yeah, don't miss the next couple. I'll tell you that. Don't miss at least the next 3. But then again, like what happened with that hot air balloon one, I thought that was going to be really special. Like I thought that was going to be a super fun stream. And then we got there and there was no reception for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm just going to stay hopeful that it's good. Look at the tires on this. And look at the exhaust. Like a rocket launcher exhaust. Mexico is a good guess. Mexico is very affordable right now. I'll go to Puerto Vallarta. I'd go to Cabo San Lucas. I'd love to take Linda to Cancun. Pioneer Kitty and Felix Kitty special guest next week. That'd be awesome. Every time I'm in LA, I keep my eyes peeled for both. The last time I was in LA, we saw Pioneer Kitty. And that was crazy because there was a person in the chat that said that she drove up and adopted Pioneer Kitty. And either she unadopted him in the exact same spot or she never adopted him. One of those two. Both are crazy to think about. These are the girls that are going to Dierks Bentley's Whiskey Row. Oh, the one girl just wore Jinkos and chain wallet. Jack and Neve, what up? Sonia, what up? To all the OGs that rode with me tonight, thank you for hanging out. This is the last lap through here. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Happy birthday, Terry. This extra lap was for Terry. And enjoy. Have a wonderful week next week. I'll see you soon. I need to start picking somebody out of the comments to like send a shirt to or something. I need to generate more comments. What's hanging out of the side of this car? Is that a little kitty? Is that a, what is that on hanging out of the car? Looks like a white kitten head. You gotta be kidding me. And then here's the, look at the truck right there. Looks like Bigfoot. Instead of Bigfoot, this is just Big Toe right here. T-O-W, not T-O-E. Big Toe. I'm Big Poe. I'm Big Poe. Schlam. Oh, he's got undercarriage lights too. Grave digger. This is the old school Ford, boy. This is the original. Look at that Henry Ford. Henry. Okay, here's the back of the line at Dierks. What do you think he's listening to in those headphones? Edward Van Halen. Right now, not tomorrow. Oh, e-bikes are coming through. Rum, 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 rum. Whoa, this girl's tall. This girl could dunk on Caitlin Clark right here. And she's got high heels on. How much taller you need to be? You're already dunking on everybody on the team. Oh, this dude just found his ride share. Nice, bro. And here's the line on the other side. These are the costumes to get into dirt. Here's the bottle service girl right here. She's trying to upgrade everybody to a VIP section seat. Is this her mom right here? Her mom's like, you did everything you could. You showed them the cheeks. Now it's up to them. We can only train you so much. Okay, let's see what's hanging out of this car. Oh no, killer babies. I thought it was gonna be a cute kitty. It's like Chucky. Oh, they're Californian. Raiders, Dodgers, Kobe, Lakers. And here's up top on the patio. Look at the sunglasses on. Right there. Sunglasses! I wear my sunglasses at night. Here's the Chucky car. Happy birthday, summer birthdays. Hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday and a great week. I will see you next weekend. Mwah. Please leave comments. Please, please, please. And please somebody put in the comments, happy birthday, Terry Sparks. If you can't think of anything to say, just say happy birthday, Terry. All right, mwah. See you guys next weekend. Bye.